Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Dance. We are playing more Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did more MSQ, today we're gonna go and do more MSU. Hello, Raban. Raban! This Kaliana Elder's intentions seem at odds with all we know of her tribe. But thank you, Lynn. The enthralled cannot really be trusted, no. Also, I've not been awake for very long, so keep that in mind. Also, I have my air conditioning unit on, so you may be able to hear that. FYI. Oh, you said that once a creature has fallen under the sway of a primal, there is no salvation. And I strongly doubt the Kaliana have suddenly broken free of Lakshmi's will. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. The guard must be strengthened. Ideally with people who know a thing or two about primals. Can we rely on the silence? I'll round up our comrades and send them to the Alamegan quarter. You can go on ahead if you like, Lynn. My thanks. I will see you in the palace. See ya. Yay, I got my crab. I love this little bugger. I should just teleport there. Ain't no use in walking over there. It's too much bloody work. Camera, I tried to like change some of my glamours, but I failed horribly. Then I've brought reinforcements. Enval told me of the arrival of our unexpected guests, and I agreed it would be prudent to call upon Y'shtola and thank her as well. One can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled. I am not familiar with the Kaliana tribe myself, but Alizade's report suggested that they shunned contact with other races. Despised it, in fact, even compared to the Ananta, or to other Ananta. Indeed, this apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy, and I imagine Lys was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would seem wise to have both eyes both inside and outside the palace. Y'shtola and I can stand guards together. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over proceedings in the throne room itself. Understood. We should join General Aldine inside then. Lynn, do you know of the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city, at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have been instructed to let you pass. You with the silence, miss. General Dean left orders that you were to be escorted inside, if you'll follow me. The hiccups are real. It's like the One Piece. Anyway.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lys Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern. You've come from every corner of Abania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
Expertly done. Lys has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game, and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenfrid. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kaliana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
Their models have not been updated yet.
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Gir Abania devote themselves to our faith. You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi! Lady of Bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Gods damn it! The guards were already turned! Fools!
No, you don't!
The Kaliana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvald to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Yeah, whatever she's about, she'd best make it quick. Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
I was about to say, like, am I gonna get, like, a chance, or...? Also, I noticed that I was supposed to play Scholar normally in this episode, but I already did, like, a part of Scholar in one of the episodes accidentally, so... may as well. How do we fight her without leaving our allies wide open? I can't stay on the back foot forever. Ah, damn it. I think that, like that, we've already lost. I have the Warrior of Light at my side. We can do this. Isn't that right, Lyn? Use the duty action Deflect to dissipate the ether spheres Lakshmi releases during the battle. Be warned that allowing an ally to be enthralled by an ether sphere will result in failure. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Yes, indeed. let me go and zoom out. Oh, right. I can just attack. Deflect. At least the music's good. He's got that one. Go get him. Nice. Arnval just standing there taking it. Jesus, Arnval. Combo breaker. Jesus, Arnval. I thought you had your side. Good lord. Run wild.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
Like a one you missed?
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not? This is good music, man. Fucking hell. Hello? Yes, I thought I pressed a button. Interesting maneuver, you guys. Shield. Nope, I pressed the wrong button. I forgot that I changed my keybinds. Nice. Lord, save us all. This is such a weird thing that they can just stop her by channeling. To battle. Really? Fucking hell.
I do kind of wish that these were voiced. Because reading them is kind of difficult in this encounter. Active time maneuver! Power up! Nice. Divine Denial. Pathetic. 69 damage, that's pretty nice. Yay. Bruh, for Dola! Okay, that's not great. I did that already. That was a little weird. I think that's some lag over there. Just seeing 3 people do a freaking Rage of Alone. That's pretty funny. Chinchilla. It's gonna make things a little worse. Okay, that's when she does Divine Denial. Oh, he just keeps doing it now, okay. Ah yes, a DPS check with me as Astrolurden. This is definitely not gonna end bad. I'm doing no fucking damage. Trust me, Fernola, I'm trying to kill her. Ah, there she goes. Fucking finally. You know, if I was a DPS, I would... Anyway. Moving on. Probably wouldn't have made much of a difference. Dej. Again.
We did it! We beat her!
What is this?
I'm only gonna say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the Echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Seven hells. It's her, the Butcher.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You, I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
There we go. Whew. Why is the patch content of Stormblood so good? I love it. I love like the entirety of Fredota. It's a good character. Aima, of course. Voiced? No, it's not gonna be voiced. Well fought, Lyn. Aaron thought that was a near thing. Oi, our stand against the Galliana would have been brief indeed had you not volunteered for guard duty. You'd be enthralled as surely as our sentries were. They must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primals can be. Should have... it's my fault. My stupid mistake. Nay, lass, we're all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson and watch our own more carefully in the future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our rank. The soldiers who first spoke up in favor of the Galliana keeping their weapons spring to mind. A primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Stola. We'd appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Fedora turned up. What was she even doing here? I asked her to come. Well, that explains it then. It's sad, but Dragonfrit was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Fredola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She wanted to fight for her country. If you say the world in which Fredola grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then as an Alamegan, I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance, or we risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face if that's what it takes. 'Tis a long and arduous path you have chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alfino. The first step will be to get our representatives back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but not one of them seemed ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started. I will see that you're not interrupted. Lynn, you and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest. You've earned it. Oh. Another cutscene. Wow. Nice cutscene too.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens. The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Abania's stars one last time before I leave. Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
Raubon Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Raubon, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety. And thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Nanamo.
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Oda.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
So many good cutscenes. Oh. This game is amazing, you guys. Good soup. Seems like it's voice acted. Considering the camera
Thanks
angle.
for shielding us from Lakshmi.
Dontrell fucking ruined
If
me.
you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Abania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
I love how it always gets called out.
It was only a jest.
He's such a good character to do that too. On that front, he reminds me of myself.
But I must yield the floor to Raubon. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Rauban.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised. Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Ala Mhigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
Indeed, indeed. Hear, hear! Hear ye, hear ye. Still one of my favorite freaking like, ye old English things. I think it's about time I headed back to Rogers Reach. What's next for all of you? I would say we'll be most eager to, or will be eager, whatever to say, to hear of recent events, so I shall join you if you've no objections. I'd welcome the party. Then, why don't you come along to the Reach as well, once you've said your farewells to Nanama and the others. Upon completion of this quest, you will be able, to access the palace rooftop gardens by speaking to the Royal Menagerie assistants. Okay. Time for a stretch! Yeah. Run! Well, here we are again. Evano has regaled me with a thrilling tale of hidden treasure troves, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and joyous homecomings. It would seem I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Thancred and Y'shtola when we heard the report of a primal in the throne room. I honestly doubted my own ears. As others have said it, we were lucky to have our echo-blessed companions nearby this time, but we'll keep a closer eye on the Kalyana. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our kind still are. It looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day, but someone has to make an effort at reconciliation in these if these conflicts are ever going to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed. Violence will ever beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the Brute Mother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vera and the M tribes first. I plan to have resistance scouts keep track of the Kalyana's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that, but what are your plans for the rest of the resistance army out of interest? Are we to prepare for Imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the Resistance's new recruit, a military commander with far more experience than me. What, the Bull of Ala Mhigo? We call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups. And when Conrad passed his command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Rogers Reach. He just happened to be serving as the Resistance spokesman at the time, and needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray. But that time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Rauban as the overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Ala Mhigo will have added a formidable weapon to its arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Ala Mhigo blooms. Yep, hey, dress up Rauban. I think there's gonna be more, because it's the end of the patch, so they're gonna tease more stuff. I do give the kami, do give thanks to the kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. But there their generosity ended. Without coins in our pockets for new attire, we are doomed to look like so much jetsam. Oh, woe betide the poor man in a city of rich merchants. These dank are delicious. Will you have one? Huh? More sweetbreads? I surrendered my blade to secure what few coins we have. Bah, it is like talking to a child. Why fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know, but I am alive, and I must return to my master's side. Come to you. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. The graphics update did it justice. That's really nice. Is there gonna be more? Meanwhile, in the evil empire. Ooh, this throne looks. Ooh, this looks nice now. Have you heard the reports? First Doma, then Alamigo, and Lord Sino is put to the sword. Do not believe everything you read. I hear the Viceroy was merely wounded, and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his head regardless. Nay, Lord Tinos lives? Deplorable that their own officers should be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official and, above all, accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumors. Now it waits war with empty words. Let them produce the Viceroy's remains then. We shall soon put a lie to their claims. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Alright, my friends. That is going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Larons. We were playing Final Fantasy XIV. As you can hear my dog barking in the background because he found a fucking mice and he's not giving up. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. We're going to go and continue with more of the FSQ. Goodbye.